Hello EDI developers. In this video I'm going to show you a couple of example programs. One that will create an 837 professional from an HCFA 1500 form, and another that will generate an 837 institutional EDI file from a UB04 form. So let's take a look at the UB04 program first. It's a Visual Studio .NET program in C#. And here it is. Let me open up a blank UB04 claim form. So here it is. So this is a Windows desktop project. And what I've done here is I created a Windows form that is a copy of this UB04 claim form. So for example, we have a box of fields here labeled 1, and I also have a box of fields here labeled 1. Here's a box of fields here labeled 2. Here's a box of fields here 2, and 3 and 3. Patient names 8, patient name 8 here, patient address is 9, patient address here is 9, and so on. The Winform has a second page, which is basically the second half of this form right here. So starting from 50 payer name, and all the fields under that are all here. So what I did next was go to the CMS website and downloaded this 1450 claim form crosswalk, which is a mapping of the fields in the form to the 837 institutional layout. So for example, the fields in box 1 goes to the NM1 segment, NM3 segment, and NM4 segment in loop 2010 AA. And these instructions I would implement into my program. So if we look at the source code, then let me do a search for loop 2010 AA. Here it is. So here's the segment NM1, and here's the field text billing provider org name 1. And this field is the name of this field. So the name of this field is text billing provider org name 1, which is mapped to the NM1 segment, third data element in loop 2010 AA. So loop 2010 AA, NM1 segment, third data element. The qualifier is 85. The qualifier here is 85. And that's what I did for all the fields. And at the end of the program, just call the save method and it generates the EDI file. This program uses the EDIdEv Framework, and you reference it by right-clicking on the reference, add reference, go to Extensions, then select EDIdEv Framework EDI. There's a lot of lines of code in this project, as you can see here, but most of it is just mapping a field to a data element of a segment as per instructions on this form. So let's run the program now. So here's the Windows form. As you can see, some fields have data in them already. I did that on purpose so that I don't have to keep entering data in them each time I run this program. I just have to enter some values here in the service line. So I'm just gonna put in some arbitrary numbers here. Sound. $50. Page 2. There's already data in some of the fields here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and generate an EDI file. Okay, that's done. So the EDI file should be in the bin folder. So let's open that up. Would be this one right here. I'll open it up with the eFile Manager. Just click on it. Load the corresponding CEF file. At this point, the eFile Manager is validating the EDI file against the CEF file. Had there been any errors, it would show here. Looks like this EDI file is good. So here it is. So here's the claim. This is the 2 lines of service lines that we entered. Here's 42150. And that's about it. Now the steps to creating the HCFA 1500 program is essentially the same. Let me close all these. So what you would need to do is find a blank CMS HCFA 1500 form, like this one, and then go to the CMS website and find the crosswalk between this form and the 837 Professional. So here are the instructions to map the fields in the HCFA 1500 form to the data elements in the EDI 837 Professional. And this is how the example program looks like. So here's the HCFA 1500 Windows form. It is a copy of the health insurance claims form. As you can see, here's box 1 with Medicare, Medicaid, Campus options. Here's Medicare, Medicaid, Campus. There's a box for patient name and patient birth date. Here's patient name, patient birth date, etc. The Windows form has a second tab, which is the second half of the bottom half of the claims form. So here's the date of current illness and 14 date of current illness, etc. This Windows form still uses the EDIdEv Framework EDI component. And just like the UB04 program, it uses or requires an SEF file. This one uses the 837.5010x222a1 SEF file. So let's go ahead and run this program. Just like the UB04 program, some of the fields have data in them already, so that I don't have to keep entering them each time I run this program. I just have to enter the service line. So let me just add some values here. And press the generate button. It's done. The file again should be in the bin folder. So let's debug. And here's the EDI file it created. And I'll load the appropriate SEF file for this EDI file. The EDI file is getting validated against the SEF file as it opens it up. There are no error messages here, so this EDI file is good. And this is the service line that we entered. And that's about it. Both these example programs can be ordered from our website. Go to EDIDev.com, then purchase, place order here. Then in the product category field, select source code examples. Or you can just email sales@edidev.com. Thank you for watching. Bye.